did a video, about a month or so ago in regards to David Beckham and his wife and, their situation and all that stuff, just pointing out that he's David Beckham, guys. The fact that he was, maybe going around out there, just banging this and that and whatever. In the early 2000s, in the late 90s, early 2000s, everybody knew who David Beckham was. He was king shit back at the time. Let's not downplay this, okay? He was that guy. He was the face of soccer, even if he didn't watch soccer. He had movies made about him, okay? He was a pop culture icon, and the fact that he shacked up with a Spice Girl, that went ahead and elevated his status in so many different realms. And the guy today, well, he's an intensely successful billionaire with a loving, adoring wife by his side who's just never leaving because she knows that she's got the best, highest value guy that she can possibly get, and she wasn't going to throw that away for anything. So I gave them immense amount of praise while also pointing out the fact that, yeah, he's David Beckham. He's going to go around, fuck whatever he wants to, as long as he doesn't embarrass his wife. Everything was going to be copacetic, and I'm sure some people took offense to that. And what do we have right now? Well, I got to go ahead and take a victory lap on that. I'm just joking. I absolutely love to point out when I'm 1000% right, because, if I did that all the time, I'd have to create a separate channel. David Beckham's alleged mistress, Rebecca Loos, says athlete is playing the victim. It's all poor me. To be honest, outside of that, what was it, Netflix series or something? They had a documentary series or something like that. And yeah, that was one of the things that was brought up because at the time in 2002 or something like that, 2002 or 2004, it was brought up that, oh my God, he was cheating on Victoria. Oh my God, that's just so terrible, guys. And I just pointed out, he was probably out there banging anything on two legs that he found her mildly attractive. Their agreement was, okay, just don't embarrass me and just go ahead and do whatever you want. Don't father somebody like that and don't get caught. He ended up getting caught, and that ended up causing some problems, but she's just, oh God, okay, we can just go ahead and, just do better next time. And he ended up doing better because you think that he stopped? Yeah, I don't think so. And to be honest, I haven't heard him play the victim or anything like that, other than him just going, it was a real tough time, and, trying to cover my tracks a little bit better, some shit like that. Rebecca Loos accused David Beckham of playing the victim. Oh, wow. Speaking about their alleged affair in a new Netflix doc, Beckham. Okay, so it was Netflix. I didn't get that wrong. Oof, I understand. He has an image to preserve. Yeah, world famous athlete, is incredibly successful billionaire. Or a businessman. Well, I think he's on the precipice of being a billionaire as well. Has a loving wife, a great family. He does have an image to preserve, and you're a side chick. But he is portraying himself as the victim, and he's making me look like a liar, like I've made up these stories. Well, to be honest, okay, that's the only reason people know your name. Oh, you caught loads from David Beckham. All right then, good for you. It's all poor me. He needs to take accountability, says the 46-year-old who is never going to get this much attention again. Let's keep it a buck. And claimed in a bombshell 2004 interview that she and then Real Madrid player had been indulging in a love affair behind his wife Victoria Beckham's back. Yeah, so she was the one who came forward with those accusations. Wow, she's the one that needs to take accountability for her accusations. Bitches, even back in the cut, back in 2004, were just as trifling as they are now. Some things never change. She even went as far as claiming they frequently sexted. Back in 2004, that shit must be terrible. Oh my God, just loading up nudes, one fucking line at a time. And what did sexting? Okay, how many clicks would you hear on the tactile keyboard? Oh man, but you could. Okay, I don't know about you guys. If you are of a certain age, if you had a flip phone or a BlackBerry or something like that, if it had the old, 3 letters per number, you could text anywhere that you want. Okay, you wouldn't even have to look at that motherfucker, as opposed to, the new Black Mirrors that we all have right now where you got to look at it at least. I don't know if there's anybody proficient in being able to type out anything without looking at the screen, but definitely in the days of the old text messaging, you could probably potentially sext a little bit more covertly in a bunch of different places. So I'm just saying, also feeling a little more nostalgic. But read the rest of this. As far as they frequently sexted, but only when he initiated. Okay, why? Okay, David Beckham. We're talking about that same David Beckham. Why would he hit up a 4? Okay, like if it was just really, and he's in Madrid. He's in fucking Spain. Like, it's known for having legendary beaches. in places with sand. So why would he possibly just need to hit you up? Come on, man. Come on. Unless it was like, hey, I want to fuck, you want to come over? Is that a sext? Is that what we're classifying? Because this bitch has loose lips and she tried to sink a ship because she couldn't secure the bag. That's what we're dealing with, okay? Is that her now? Okay, like, not bad for 46, but then at the same time, David could have 15 of you. Like, come on now. Like, yeah, fine, I guess. You have got to remember, he's a married man. What if he's at lunch with Victoria? You have to wait for him to come to you, she told Sky News in the tell-all interview. David denied any claims of infidelity and carried on with his life, but behind closed doors, he and his marriage were suffering greatly from the affair gossip. I don't know how we got through it all. Honestly, the Inter Milan co-owner, 48, yes, reflected on Beckham, with his designer wife, 49. Yo, she's older? Oh, L. Dave. Sorry to hear about that. Victoria is everything to me. To see her hurt was incredibly difficult, but we're fighters. We needed to fight for each other and for our family. What we have is worth fighting for. Yeah, of course. Okay, so yeah, that's obviously the outward persona that he needs to have. He's trying to appeal to a mass market. He quite can't be as savage and RP aware as he likely is behind the scenes in front of the camera. Obviously, what he's saying right there is like, yeah, I have love for my wife deeply. I don't want to see her hurt or anything like that. I don't want to embarrass her, obviously. And yeah, what we have is worth fighting for. She's a hell of a woman. I made her my wife, for Christ's sakes. I think I make that fairly fucking obvious. So yeah, that statement right there, you can kind of see, okay? I'm imagining, okay? Guys who are at that level for that long kind of know the game. They kind of know female nature a lot because, well, they put in the reps. You can just go ahead and say that. So yeah, what he has to say to the camera is probably a lot different than the way that he comports himself away from the camera. While he spoke about the affair claims in the documentary, Loos felt David was indirectly suggesting that she was the one who made Victoria suffer. Well, you're the one who came forward with all of that stuff. I'm sure you guys probably had a nice confidential agreement right there. It's like, okay, I'll continue to supply you the pipe. You stay the fuck quiet, all right? Yes, the stories were horrible, but they're true, she confidently alleged, and she's so confident right now that she's coming out with new accusations. See, this is what happens, man. These trifling ass bitches, it doesn't matter. Even if they seem fine at the time, you gotta screen them vociferously, because they'll just come out with wild ass accusations. Rebecca Loos claims that she found David Beckham in bed with a Spanish model amid their affair. But remember, they only sexted when he initiated. Therefore, she found him in bed with a Spanish model, and you see how this house of cards is starting to crumble just a little bit. Okay, so yeah, why? And again, this harkens back. Why would he hit up this easy access for when he's David Beckham in fucking Madrid? It begs the question. Rebecca Loos, the woman who had an alleged affair. Why are we saying this? Okay, some trifling bitch who's trying to get her last 15 minutes of fame. Let's go with that one. I know it's a bit of a mouthful, but it's probably something that she's used to. Recalled feeling so hurt when she allegedly found him in a bed with another woman. She's mad because she thought that she was the only side chick of the world's most famous soccer player at the time. All right, then. The former personal assistant, 46, claimed that she was at a party with then Real Madrid player. Oh, yeah, he's at a party, and then all of a sudden, he fucks off with a Spanish model. Okay. Hiding at the bottom of the garden, speaking to a Spanish model. That hurt. Yeah, why? Why? At best, okay, maybe you're bottom bitch of the side pieces. Okay, like, maybe you're the number one of the number twos. But at the same time, you can only be number one of the number twos. Like, you're never getting elevated above that. Unless David Beckham becomes Mohammed Beckham, and then you can probably get put on the roster alongside 3 other bitches. Like, I don't know what the fuck you're thinking. Oh yeah, right. While remembering, it just so happened to come to me because my first set of allegations didn't quite stick. And then rehashing them in the new documentary didn't quite also work. So now it just so happened I remembered a party in 2003. Unfucking believable. There was wonderful food, a samba band from Brazil, and flowing champagne. However, her night took a turn when David's wife, Victoria Beckham, rang her mobile phone. She's upset because she's calling David and he's not answering. Yeah, he's at a party in Madrid and she wanted to be somewhere else or some shit like that. But yeah, he's David Beckham. Like, whatever, bro. I said, I didn't know where he was. And she says, don't hang up. Go and find him. He's busy. She's like, okay, so it's a bit awkward. I went to the house, went to the stairs, and I saw David's 2 bodyguards outside the door. The Dutch beauty, which Dutch beauty? Who's that one? Told the soccer star's security that his wife was on the phone, and one of the bodyguards promptly disappeared inside the bedroom. Of course, man. Like, okay, I actually believe this story. I believe this story in so much that this was such a common occurrence, they had their standard operating procedure. Like, this just seems like, okay, the stories that you hear all the time of high profile individuals, like, they're not hiding, they're not doing anything untowards. It's just somebody's trying to play up certain emotions where, okay, his wife ends up calling, I want to talk to him. It's like, hey, he's kind of busy right now. Well, can you get him? It's, fairly urgent. Well, it's like, hey, he's kind of busy, and she doesn't want to know that much, and he's going to do what he's going to do because, he's David fucking Beckham, where he's a man of a certain stature. So if we could just go ahead and play this charade, you continue to be number one and he continues to be who he is, maintaining the life in which you've been accustomed to. You get it? Got it? Good. The former England captain allegedly spoke quietly to the Spice Girl superstar before handing his phone back to Loos. I was so hurt, she said. Oh my God. You're hurt. Like this bitch. Just delusions of grandeur. It was just this awful feeling, and I thought to myself, you stupid fool. But he had me. He had his claws in me. I was at his beck and call. Oh my God. Alpha widowed out the fucking ass, bro. Terrible. Terribly hilarious. Page 6 has reached out to David's rep for the allegations, but didn't receive an immediate response. Yeah, it was probably both him and Victoria laughing at the top of their lungs, going, this bitch is still alpha widowed some 20 odd years later. Fucking move on, bitch. We have. You should too. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.